Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, actually broadcasting from our third studio. That's the garden level of the Holman House. We're going to spend a little time right now in Detroit, and we're going to spend that with Terry Barclay, President and CEO of Inforum. And Terry is always welcome to the show. Might be a good idea to start with a quick rundown of what Inforum is.
Well, thank you, Chris. And it's just so great to be back speaking with you. You know, things at Inforum are fantastic, and we're really looking forward to our capstone event. A reminder about what Inforum is and does, even though I know you know this, but your listeners may not. So for nearly 60 years, Inforum membership has helped individual women build their careers, and we've helped companies build talent pipelines, which is really important these days. And we do that by helping both women and companies establish those important strategic connections that help them get farther faster. We also help women sharpen their skills through leadership development programs that are targeted at each stage of careers. And we do research that tracks women's presence in Michigan's largest companies. And you and I have actually talked about that research before. We've been doing it for a while now. So thank you.
Well, you certainly have. And the reason I do like to give a rundown is because we're on a pretty good continuum of growth. And so we always have new visitors who are watching this. So it's a good thing to get there, you know. In the meantime, let's run down the last 6 months or so. What's been happening at Inforum?
Well, you know, Chris, we've been delighted and surprised by the rapid growth we've experienced. You know, our parents always taught us that there's always a silver lining, right? So right. The virtual environment has really allowed us to make it easier to access everything that Inforum is and does. So our membership has grown over 30% these last few months. Women across the nation and even globally have begun accessing our programming. And it's allowed us to accelerate some changes that were already underway at Inforum. For example, we've long wanted to expand our virtual leadership development programming, add podcasts and on-demand content, focused learning modules. And we've even begun something that's long been a dream, creating an Inforum app that will allow our members and friends to access us in multiple different ways. So it's really been a challenging time, a stressful time, no doubt about it, but we're grateful for the opportunity to provide more value through the work that we do.
You know, it is pretty amazing how strategic COVID-19 was in who it injured and who it helped. And I think we've learned so many things through the adversity there that we're going to come out the other side much more proficient than we were before.
I agree.
So good for you. All right. So you've got a huge event coming up, as if you don't have huge events every 36 hours.
Well, this one is special because we're so excited about it, Chris, because it's going to be the first time that we're in person again, you know, through this whole experience. So we are excited to welcome former Marine Corps Lieutenant Colonel Kate Germano to our podium on Thursday, November 18th from 5 to 7:30 at the JW Marriott in Grand Rapids. And Jennifer Pasqua, who's the head of community affairs for Spectrum Health, will be talking with Kate. So we're very excited about that.
Yeah, she is the author, of course, of Fight Like a Girl, right? And tremendous message for you to send. You're on the west side of the state for the meeting. That's interesting.
Well, yes, you know, we've been statewide for almost 15 years, and we've got you know, a large membership base, both in Southeast Michigan and in West Michigan. So we're just really excited and grateful to our corporate partners and sponsors in West Michigan who are making this event possible. You know, Amway, Spectrum, the MSU Exec Ed program, and Meyer. We wouldn't be able to bring Kate in if it weren't for their generosity.
Yeah, and they're good people. I mean, they really care about
Yeah.
what's happening in their community.
They do.
Let's talk a little bit about addressing, because you alluded to this, but the incredible talent shortage that is out there, and how Inforum is confronting that.
Yes. Well, we think that Kate's message is going to be spot on, because she has a really relevant story to tell about gender bias, and the lessons that she learned about gender equity and leadership are translatable across many industries, experiences, and careers. So, her story, she first became known, um, for challenging how the Marine Corps, uh, what the Marine Corps training practices were for women recruits. They were setting lower standards for women recruits. And she refers to that as the soft bigotry of low expectations, which I think is a wonderful turn of phrase. And so Inforum is all about making sure that women are the best prepared and the best that they can be as they tackle their careers and challenges. And so we've just been really thrilled to see how companies have embraced that. And we all know that right now, I mean, the pandemic, I know there's been so much media coverage about the pandemic's disproportionate impact on women, that, with the irregularity of, is school in session, is school not in session, childcare providers have been stressed, just the incredible stress that families have been under during the pandemic. So we're really seeing a renewed interest on the part of companies in focusing on their talent pipelines and making sure that they are welcoming and embracing talent in all of its forms. And certainly that includes a better gender balance in the workforce. So there's lots of ways that we work with companies to help support their efforts to do that.
Well, Terry, I'm sure that you can get it done if anybody can. Terry Barclay, who's the president and CEO of Inforum in Detroit. As always, thanks for gifting us your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Chris. So great to be with you.
Good to be with you. We're going to be right back. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.